We're going to go over the second thing you can do from when they break the grip and they wrap your leg in the half guard with the knee shield. We're in the half guard with knee shield. Okay, I got my good position. I'm starting to work from here. And like I said, Dustin doesn't like this. He breaks the grip off. He does the smart thing. This is one of the passes you can use to get around this knee shield. The start of the pass is to wrap and try and get a grip on my pant leg. If he gets the grip, I got to worry about breaking that first. Whether I grab with my the cross sleeve, come under and try and break it, or I get the same side grip, come under this way and try and break it. Whatever I need to do, I need to break that. The other option is, as you get better at this, the second he breaks that grip, I have this hand here, and I'm playing both inside and outside. The second he starts coming on the inside, I'm going to get the grip as he's coming through. And before he gets the grip on the pants, I'm biting this in. So I'm biting it from here to my hip. Now the first one we showed is the spider guard sweep. The second one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to go for you could go for a sweep. It's going to set us up for a couple different positions. So once I get to here, hopefully you practice your Granby rolls. That's what you need to do. So as I dive through, I'm going to have to get this knee out, because if I leave this leg in there, I'm going to have some problems. I'm not going to be able to invert correctly. So I can use this grip that I have here with the leg, basically the deep leg lasso, to lift him up a little bit. Right? You see how I kind of kick him in the armpit to get his hips up. This creates enough space that I'm able to slide this leg out, and I'm going to glue it right on his hip here. Okay? Now a lot of times they're going to be thinking, okay, we're going for a spider guard sweep. But we're actually going to go for, we're going to invert instead. So once I have this leg out, and again, I'm posturing back so you can see what's going on. The whole time when I play, I'm going to be playing in here. Okay? And I'll do another one from another angle so you can see. Once I get to here, I'm going to start to invert by starting with this hand, and I'm starting to get my hips up. You see how my hips are off the ground? That's extremely important. If I try and, just like any other invert, if I try and invert with my hips low, it's not going to work. You got to use those core strength to get the hips up off the ground. And I'm using this point that I have with this hand to pivot on. Okay, I'm not kicking on it. I'm using it as a focal point to pivot my body around. The whole time I'm taking the sleeve hand, and I need to be biting the sleeve hand deep. If it starts to get loose and my hand comes away from my belt like this, he's going to defend the omoplata all day long. I need to keep this bit down to my hip. So I go to invert, I get my hips up, see I pivot around, and I bite this leg down for my omoplata. Now from here, I got all my normal omoplata stuff you're probably familiar with. I got my sweeps, I got the submissions. I could continue around and catch a triangle, right? Ryan Hall style. I could do something like that. So I got a lot of options there. The only thing I'm really showing you is how to open that window right now to get into all those other options. Okay, so I'm in here, my good position, sorry. He breaks my grip. I immediately bring this hand in because I know he's probably going to wrap it, and I get my sleeve grip. I bite it down. Let's turn a little bit so you can see it. I immediately bite this down to my hip. It stays bit down the whole time. If it starts to raise off my hip, he's going to pull his arm out and defend the omoplata all day long. From here, I'm going to kick him in the armpit to get his hips a little bit high, which allows me to escape this foot and slide it to his hip. From here, now I can start my invert. If he starts to stand up or something like that, then I just go right into my first spider guard sweep that we talked about. But if he stays here too long, or he starts to kind of push down on me, put some weight on me, I can use this I use this pivot point and my hips in the air to invert and Granby roll through. So I'm here, hips up, I'm still pulling this sleeve through, come all the way through, and then as I finish, I lock this leg down. Okay, from here, I'm not going to go through these techniques. These are techniques you probably learn in intermediate, where I can go for, omoplata submission, omoplata sweeps. I can continue my pivot, catch the triangle, and finish there. All we're going through in this technique is basically how to open that door up from half guard with a knee shield to where he wraps and traps. You can invert, and it opens a whole new world of all different possibilities.